Hi, this is Jill Ward with Century 21 Island Homes. I'm here to talk today about whether you should buy a home if you are PCSing to Hawaii on the island of Oahu during the summer of 2021, because I think it's really important that you get the right information. And I will tell you honestly, I have turned away or really talked to several buyers recently about the market here in Hawaii and whether it's smart for them to buy. And I think if you're thinking about buying, you need to ask yourself a couple of questions. The first one is, how long are your orders? If your orders are 2 to 3 years, you might want to ask yourself if you should buy right now. And you should also ask yourself if you should buy right now, depending on what your future plans look like. So if you are going to be owning short term, the market right now is crazy. It's a seller's market. So if you're a buyer, have the expectation that you are coming in and you are going to have to compete with multiple offer situations. Some areas of the island, it's 10 or 15 offers per house. If you're around $1 million to $1.3 million, 1.3. If you're on the other side of the island and you're looking at the $600,000-$700,000 price point, you're looking at 30 offers sometimes for a single home. So what that does is it creates a bidding war and you're paying more for your home. So, and that's okay if we could predict what the market was doing and we knew the market was going to continue to increase. So with the seller's market, the prices just keep going up. If the market flattens out or if the market goes down over the course of your orders, the next 2 to 3 years, what I don't want military members doing is having to pay out of pocket to close on your house. So by the time you close on your house, you have the costs, right? You have closing costs and you also have commissions. So you're going to have an expense when you go to close on your property. And if your property hasn't gained value over those 3 years, or at least has stayed the same, I don't want you to have to come to the table, the closing table, when you go to sell and bring money. So with it being a seller's market, you really want to ask yourself the question if you want to get involved in that, because in most markets, when it's a little more balanced, or we know over the course of 3 years, the market tends to increase at 2 to 3% a year, and by the time you close, you'll at least net even. And that's what I want to see buyers be able to do, especially military buyers. If you're moving on island and plan on moving off in 2 to 3 years, I want to see at least break even. Invest your BAH, save your BAH, not throw it out the window for rent, but actually invest it, right? And if at all possible, walk away with extra money. In this market, it's a little more scary. Now, the second part of this is what you want to do with the property. So if you plan on buying the property and you want to stay here, you think you want to extend your orders, try to get 2 sets of orders here, or you're going to have to leave the island but you plan on coming back, then go ahead. This might be the right market for you to buy. But what you need to do is make sure you're talking to a realtor about the reality of your timeline, your set of orders, and what you want to do with the property at the end of your set of orders if you're not allowed to stay, if you're going to be going somewhere else. So again, I just want to be honest with everybody. I don't want to sell someone a home knowing that they might be in trouble with it. You know, if you're willing to take the risk, you think you might get extended orders, you think you may come back, then it might be worth it. But if not, you really need to sit down, look at your finances, see the price points in the areas where you're buying, see how many offers are being offered per property, because you don't want to get caught up in a bidding war to a point where you're paying so much over the value for your property that you won't be able to walk away at least at an even level. So if you have any questions, please always feel free to contact me. That's what I'm here for. But have a great day and aloha.